out.
Hands up.
Seatbelt.
Seatbelt, step out.
I'm opening the door.
You can take
I'm
mine
opening
off
the door.
of me right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro.
Step out.
Can I move my phone?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Let's talk about it, y'all. That was boxer Terence Crawford being held at gunpoint by Omaha police. That's right, y'all. According to reports, this was hours after being honored by the city for his big win over Canelo. This is crazy. Okay, now they're saying, according to reports, Crawford's vehicle was stopped for alleged reckless driving around 1:30 a.m. Okay, and in a video posted on social media, Crawford is seen exiting the vehicle with both hands in the air, while one of the other people in the car is heard saying, "I'm not reaching for a gun." Okay, this situation could have went left immediately. All right, but according to reports, they're saying that the car was driving recklessly. And like I said, the video, this is crazy. Because again, in that moment, we've seen it happen many and many of times where officers, they get trigger happy. All right. Now, according to the reports, officers say they observed a firearm in the driver's side floorboard, and all four occupants were ordered to exit the car at gunpoint. At that point, a legal firearm was found on the occupant, who was a member of Crawford's security team. After identifying Crawford as the driver, police determined that everyone in the vehicle was legally permitted to carry a firearm, and Crawford was cited for reckless driving. This is crazy, y'all. Now, of course, it says in a joint statement, right, Ewing and Schmaderer, I don't know how you say that, Schmaderer, I think that's how you do it, announced that there will be an internal affairs investigation into this traffic stop, all right? Ewing issued a statement on his own in which he says that the trust between law enforcement and our community is important, all right? I learned Omaha police pulled over Terence Crawford on a traffic stop downtown early this morning. After learning of this, I spoke personally to Bud Crawford. I acknowledged the seriousness of what occurred and how trust between law enforcement and our community is important and shows the need to be continuously vigilant about building relationships, okay? Omaha Police Chief has pledged an internal investigation, which I support and want to be full and thorough. We will gather all the facts and be transparent with the public about our finding. Understand that my heart dropped in learning of this into an otherwise wonderful day and evening celebrating our city's world boxing champion. We held a great parade, a great event at Heartland of America Park. The evening birthday party at Steelhouse, which I and members of my team attended, was showing of joy and pride. Omaha needs to remember this important day as a good one while we seek answers on how it ended. Meanwhile, we must ensure that every resident, no matter who they are, feels safe and respected in Omaha. Okay, again, this was, I believe, the mayor of Omaha releasing a statement because this is serious. Like I said, this could have ended tragically. And all of this time, you know, they're celebrating this man and his win. So, like I said, I'm glad that this situation was handled accordingly, and hopefully things will get situated. But like I said, a statement was released. Now, of course, your boy D.L. Hughley, he reacted not long ago to this viral video of Terence Crawford being held at gunpoint. And as you can see here, D.L. Hughley with the classic Ye verse. Even though you in the Benz, y'all know the rest. That's that Kanye bar. You know what I mean? You still in a coupe. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this situation right here, this is wild because we know how these officers can be. I understand, you know, they're in real life situations where they can lose their life. However, after review, everyone was licensed, you know what I'm saying, to carry a firearm. But according to this statement, let's see here. All right. But yeah, again, that was Mayor Ewing's official statement, which we already read off. But again, like I said, they're going to look into this situation because, come on, we can't have something like this. Like I said, it's just unfortunate because he's celebrating his win last week, man. And to get caught up in a situation like this, now again, they have to look into it because they're saying he was driving recklessly, but come on, man. Come on, y'all. You think he's going to sit here and take those type of risk, to risk a situation like this? So it's just one of them situations that, like I said, I'm glad that, it didn't end in a tragic way. And I'm certain that, once the investigation is over, they're going to pretty much, smooth this over because, again, this was really a day to celebrate Terence Crawford, okay? And like I said, thankfully, it didn't end tragic because we've seen situations like this happen time and time again. And I guess by the officers seeing firearms in the car, immediately everyone's looked at as a threat, as if people don't, have permits. This man has security around him. So like I said, man, y'all let me know, what are your thoughts on this situation? Do you think the mayor did a good job stepping in, releasing a statement and understanding and acknowledging the severity of the situation? Because again, this shouldn't happen to a Terence Crawford, let alone anyone else. But the fact is, they were just honoring this man. So for him to be sitting there, right, with him and his entourage being held at gunpoint, this is where things get tricky, man. This is why we move how we move in this country. Because even now, when everyone boo-hooing for Charlie Kirk, it can happen, even to the champion. You get what I mean? After his win last week, think about that. Immediately, gun drawn. Everybody's like, huh? What you talking about? This happens a lot, man. But y'all let me know your thoughts on all of this down in the comment section below. Again, did you agree with D.L. Hughley's assessment when dropping the classic yay bar? Because again, like I said, man, we see this time and time again, and nothing's really changed, man. You could be the champion, undisputed, and still get caught in a tense situation where you could lose your life. And thank God this, officer wasn't trigger happy, because we've seen that happen in the past. You know what I mean? The fact that he's seen a firearm, like I said, man, I'm just glad it didn't end in a tragic way. But again, y'all let me know your thoughts on everything down in the comment section below. But with that being said, again, my name is Sensei Rip. Till next time, peace.
MREC TV.
We mentioned Vlad TV.
Right.
Now, put me on. What's going on? Why he put your name in a bad light? Like, what's going on?
He was a part of that whole Kading, Reggie Wright, now WAC 100. He was a part of that whole team out there in Cali that was spreading false information
Say word.
by the death of Biggie Smalls.
So they get the nigga and shit, so man, they put him on the car on the ground and shit, they rob him and shit. Like, the feel me, the shotty, I sawed it off myself, so I know that shit do real damage. TM had that shit to the nigga head, and I'm thinking to myself, it ain't even over no real money. I'm already about to go to jail. And I said, nah. And the nigga eased up off him. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was kind of terrified because I ain't even want to see that. Like, I wanted them niggas like, I'll pat at you, but I ain't running up on you and shooting you in the face and then standing over you, hitting you 12 times. I'm not psychotic like that. Like, you feel me? If I did it, it was over some money or over some disrespect. So I was out to prove a point, not to, maim or disfigure nobody. Like, I'm not a psycho type shit. Like, you feel me? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? That was a terrifying moment for me, because I ain't want to see that, and I'm about to get sentenced, you feel me?
Have you lived the life the streets tried to write for you, but ultimately found your own ending? Do you have a story of survival, betrayal, or redemption? We're looking for real people with real experiences to share their truth. If the streets tried to break you, but you made it out, we want to hear from you. Hit us up now to be a part of The Streets Is a Myth.
I don't be wanting no distractions when I'm starting my day. I'm facing 20 years in jail. I don't got no time to...
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all.